what one is seeing is that with the Omicron wave, and I can call it a wave decisively now, given the spike in numbers that you're seeing, that even children are getting infected. Just wanted to understand what your take is on parents out there who are still a little nervous and hesitant about getting their kids aged 15 to 17 vaccinated.
So let me start by the Omicron, just talking a little bit about the Omicron wave. Last 3 weeks in Mumbai, specifically the last two, have seen an insane amount of cases in children, in adults. Now it's the first time the virus is not differentiating between pediatric population and the adult population, which in a way is a good thing, because the way the virus is behaving in kids and in adults is pretty much the same. Initially, the adults in the second wave were suffering much more than the children, getting the second phase of the disease, which involved the lungs requiring ventilatory care and oxygen support. But this time, even that is not happening with them. The virus is behaving more like an upper respiratory tract virus with severe headache, body ache, throat ache, and the recovery phase is also drastically reduced from the 7, 10, 14-day period as compared to the Delta, now dropped down to the 3 and 5-day period, where within 5 to 7 days, you are through the disease without any short-term or long-term complications. Now, when it comes to the immunization between 15 and 17 years of age in our country, I think our government is doing a fantastic job. They are stimulating the population in the right way with the right age categories, pushing them step by step, not being overpowering as in the West, so as to get a rebellion back from the population. They're doing it the right way, and I think it's about time that we as the population of India support them in every which way. So we cannot play both sides of the fence. We cannot, kind of say that, okay, the vaccines are not coming, and when they roll out, we have two thoughts about it. These vaccinations have zero contraindications. Whether your child has been through the disease in the last 15 days or 3 months, give the vaccine. No prior antibody tests are required or antigen tests are required before the vaccine. If you've given a regular immunization 10 days before, give the vaccine. If your child has just suffered from a cough and cold and recovered 10 days ago, give the vaccine. So there are hardly any contraindications. I would say absolutely nothing unless until your child is in the midst of the disease itself, that you should not go for the vaccine. Otherwise, you should please encourage all your teenage children to go get the shot.
Dr. Parekh, further to what you just said, and this is great learning for all of our viewers who are tuning in and who are going to watch this interview on our social media platforms as well. Is the virus behaving any differently in adults to children right now? What we know and what is so far at least an established fact, I don't know whether this variant is going to mutate further or not. No one can really tell that. But the fact is that you're getting ill for 2 days and, very mild symptoms. You're getting a cough, you're getting body ache, not too much fever. It stops there. But in children, is it any different?
So, I mean, mild is a comparative term if we compare it to the second wave. But if you take it as a standalone disease, the Omicron does cause significant symptoms. There is significant headache, there is significant body ache, there is significant throat ache, there is loss of appetite. Your body does go through a little bit of a viremia, but it doesn't last for more than 3 to 5 days. So definitely, although the virus has become much more contagious, I mean, frankly, over the last 15 years of practice, I've never seen any virus which is spreading as quickly as this, is as contagious as this, not even the Delta variant. This is extremely, extremely contagious. But the good news also that it is absolutely not deadly so far. It is not sending kids to the hospital. As far as adults goes also, they are going to the hospital if they have comorbidities, just for monitoring as a precaution, as recommended by the family physician. But we are not seeing those ventilatory beds run out. We are not seeing those ICU beds overflow. Never in children, I mean, this wave, not the kids and not the adults. So I believe with its increase in contagiousness, the virus is losing its pathogenicity. That is, it's losing its potential to cause a deadlier disease.